Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time of tuning in, you are highly welcome. But if you are already part of this soul tribe, I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart for all your support. Thank you for all the subscribes, the likes and the sharing. For all the new subscribers, I love you from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate you and I say welcome to our community of soul tribe. Year has kicked off and we are almost at the end of the first month of 2023. But for most people out there that started the year with going through challenges, I just want to let you know that there are times that things happen to us that are not what we expected. This is my first video of the year 2023. All the videos I have posted till now are videos that I made, before Christmas. And I have not made any video for 2023, so this is my first video. And I want to start it by saying to someone out there, listen, there are things that happens to us in life that we don't expect, we don't like it, we are not happy. It's like disappointing, right? But I want you to know one thing: things don't happen just like that. There is always a reason why something happens. Okay, if it is not to teach us a lesson, it is a blessing. Most things that we see as disappointing, most things that we see as problems, okay, are nothing but opportunities, are nothing but blessings in disguise. We are almost at the end of the month of January 2023. The year has kicked off, and with it comes all the things that we want to do. Most people have made their New Year resolution. Most people are still, they don't know where to start, how to start the year. There are many carryovers. What do I mean by carryovers? A lot of issues of last year were carried over into 2023. Many people, as I said, they do New Year resolution. I've stopped doing New Year resolution for a long time, for many years back. I just set my plans and I go ahead and start working on myself. I no longer make excuses. I no longer, push things like what I'm supposed to do today, I will leave it till tomorrow. It is called complacency. And complacency is enemy of progress. Excuses are nothing but enemy of progress. As I said in the beginning of this video, so certain things come into your life, for a reason. It could be to teach you a lesson. It could be also a blessing in disguise. So it is left for you to pay attention and try to know why try to know the reason why certain things happened. Don't go about, interpreting it in a negative way. Not everything that happens to us are meant to destroy us. If you are able to look into what happened to you, you will get the answers as per what really happened. I'm sharing every video I share out of my personal experience. So what I'm telling you is nothing but the truth. Sometimes when negative things happen or when we encounter problems, we start to panic. And at the end of the day, we just become negative. And then when we become negative, we fail to see the reasons behind what happened. We fail to learn the lessons, or we fail to grasp the blessings. So start this new year with observing the things that happen in your life. This will change your mindset. This will change your perspective over what we call problem. When you change the way you see problems, when you begin to see problems as opportunity, it will no longer weigh on you. You will start to tackle each problems that comes across your way this 2023 with the right mindset and the right mental set. How you handle problems will determine how you are going to come out of that problem. the mindset that you tackle the problem will give you the results. It could be negative results, it could be positive results. So pay attention to how you tackle problems that come across your way. When you are calm in the spirit, when you are quiet in the spirit, then you have the, you have more opportunity to tackle that problem in the right way. When you start to tackle problem out of like stress, from a place of stress, from a place of confusion, from a place of fear, from a place of self-doubt, negative self-talk, why did this happen to me? Why is it always me? Why must it always be me? Why this? Why that? You are coming from a very wrong place, and at the end of the day, you find out that you'll be failing. You can't come out of that problem. When you are able to tackle a problem with the right mindset, you come out fortified, you come out stronger. When people look at me, they say you are a strong woman, you are this, you are that. Yes, those who are close to me, because they have seen me go through enormous, problems, challenges, and obstacles of life, and they were like, how were you able to, not that you were able to, deal with those issues and you are still standing, but issue is that what they see is that, they see a woman that has fought her battles and she is winning, and she is still winning. What was meant to destroy her, she turned those things into strength, and she's winning, and she is standing tall. You understand? So one thing is to come out of a challenging situation survived. Another thing is to come out of a challenging situation triumphantly. So I always say to people, I don't see myself as a victim, and I don't see myself as a survivor, because I am a warrior. I was born to be a warrior. I was created to be a warrior. I was made and wired to be a warrior. I never knew all these things until life issues, challenges of life, difficulties, what we call problems today, that I see as challenges, started to teach me all these things. And I realized that there are some battles that you need to fight alone. Not all battles you need people to fight with you. And those battles that you fight alone are the battles, they are the battles that makes you strongest. You come out wiser. You come out with more confidence. You come out with more, resilience. You come out with, you are fortified. You come out more equipped. That is the battles you fought alone, and the battle that makes you the strongest, makes you wiser. You are better prepared. And that is why when you open your mouth to share your wisdom, exactly, when you open your mouth to speak, you are speaking wisdom. You are saying things that people know that, yes, this is wisdom. This is something that comes out of experience, because that is what wisdom is all about. You don't pick wisdom, in books. You don't speak wisdom by just watching movies. Yes, you can pick knowledge, you can learn something, but that's not wisdom. Wisdom comes from experience. And that's when you speak, it carries weight, it carries weight, you speak volume. So why am I saying all these things? I just want to drop these few words for somebody. When you are able to stop seeing everything that happens to you, especially those negative ones, as like the world is against you, like some enemies somewhere is after you, like something is wrong with you, or I don't know how to say it, but the mindset and the mental set that you are applying in solving your problems, what we call problems, is the reason most times those problems, they press us down. Most people die on the inside. Most people today are suffering from anxiety, panic attack. Most people are depressed. Why? Because they were not able to solve their problems and come out of it, the other side of it, in a positive way. They were crushed on the inside. They were suppressed on the inside, and it makes them feel weak, helpless, like, I don't know, powerless. But that is not true. That is what the enemy wants you to see and to believe. You are more than enough. You are fully equipped. You are wired to, to win any battle sent your way. If God sees that battle is going to be stronger for you, is going to defeat you, he will not allow it to come your way. If God allowed that difficulty, that problem, that challenge to come your way, it is because he knew that he has equipped you with everything you will need to conquer and to win and to come out, fortified, stronger, wiser, and better prepared. If you can have this kind of mental set and mindset for year 2023, believe me, before the year runs out, you have testimonies. Stop allowing things of life that God sent your way to help build your character, to help build your mental strength. Stop allowing them to crush you because of your perspective, because of the way you see things. Okay? See things, have this. I know it is not easy what I'm saying, but you can start from somewhere and you can start to practice if that is what you want. If that is what you want. I always say that my message is not for everybody. What I'm sharing here on this platform is not for everybody. People who are comfortable with the way their life are, and they are not interested to change any part of their life. This video is not for you. This platform is not for you. And I'm not begging you to stay. You can equally live as you just come in. This platform is not for those who make excuses, who point fingers. You point one finger, you're forgetting that 3 fingers are pointing back at you. This platform is for those who take responsibilities. It's not for those who expect every other person out there to come and fix their life for them. This platform is for those who will get up from their comfort zone and go do that work that needed to be done, first on themselves, and then go after their dreams, go after their vision. This platform is for those who are being themselves unapologetically. Listen, when you are yourself, when you are your truest, authentic self, that is when you attract the right people for you, the right minded, the right support system for you. Many people are pretending to be who they are not because they hate themselves. They don't love themselves. And on this platform, you will learn how to love yourself because everything starts with you loving yourself first. No one is going to love you better than you. And when you love yourself, you teach people how to love you. When you respect yourself, you teach people how to respect you. Disrespect starts with you because you tolerate what you don't need. You tolerate what you are not supposed to tolerate. People disrespect you because you tolerate disrespect from them. You accommodate insults. You make it normal. You normalize it. You accept it. You are comfortable with being insulted. You are comfortable with being taken for granted. You are comfortable with all kinds of toxicity out there. So don't blame people for treating you bad. Don't blame people around you for being toxic because you are comfortable with toxic people. What you want to see in your life in this 2023 is what you are going to see by what you allow, by what you accept, by what you accommodate, by what you make what you are comfortable with. Begin to, first of all, be honest with yourself. If you haven't found yourself, practice solitude, practice alone time. These are the things that I did. I practiced alone time, then I stopped being afraid of being alone. Many people are afraid of being alone. That is why you see them with 2, 3 phones, chatting from morning to night, calls coming from, calls that does not, help them to become a better person, calls that cannot help them in any way to, for them to grow on a personal level or on a spiritual level. There's no self-development, there's no self-growth. You can never be anything in this life without you first working on yourself. It starts with you. You can't be Obama. You have to be you. There's only one Obama. You can even name your daughter Michelle. There are many Michelles out there, but we only have one Michelle. As the former First Lady of United States, we only knew one Obama today, the former President of America, USA. You can equally name yourself Obama, but we only have that one person we knew as the former President of United States. When God comes looking for you, he comes looking for the real you. Be your authentic self unapologetically. You are going to attract the right people to you. You are going to attract the right minded people, the right support system, what we call destiny supporters, those that will help you on your journey, because there's a purpose for your life. There is a reason why you are created. You're not a mistake. You are not here by accident. Listen, divine is real. God is real. The spirit is real. The universe is real. We are energetic beings. If you haven't watched my videos, if this is the first video you are watching, I will encourage you to check all other of my videos. You are going to learn a lot. We are not just bone and flesh. We are spiritual beings. And as such, it means we are energetic beings. Everything is energy. Everything is energy. And there's nothing that can ever take place on the physical without its roots being rooted and taking place first in the spiritual, energetically. And most of you people unknowingly, unconsciously are creating their reality energetically, spiritually, because everything, as I just said, I know why I'm repeating myself. Everything starts its creation in the spiritual before it comes to the physical realm. Spirit and energy, they are not two separate things. It's just different interpretation, different how do I put it? Just name them according to how we have been cultured. Okay, those that are Christians, that the way they speak, that they have the way they are cultured to address certain things or to see certain things and give certain things name. Okay, those who are in science, that is the way they have their language, they have their, but at the same time, God is one, the universe is one. We have the spiritual realm, and we have the energy field. There is energetic field, there's spiritual realm. But before you can see anything manifest on the physical, it has to start from somewhere. And that's why I want you to start the new year with the right mindset. I want you to start the new year planning your year. Stop just making new year resolutions that does not affect any of your goals or your dreams in a positive way. There's no impact. At the end of the year, you are 3, 4, 5 steps backwards. At the beginning of the year, you pray you go to church, you pray the highest, you fast the highest, you shout while you're praying. At the end of the year, you are worse than you started out. But most times we don't stop to ask ourselves, why is this thing happening? Why is my life the way it is? Is there anything I can do to bring changes, to bring positive changes in my life? These are questions that you need to ask yourself, and only you will give yourself the answer. And the day you start answering those questions is the day you start to think. And the day you start to think is the day you start to see changes in your life, because you will realize that you are creating your own reality. You are behind the metrics that indirectly you are orchestrating your own reality. You are creating your own reality through your thoughts, through your vibration, through your confession or affirmation. Okay, you can pray from here to Jerusalem. You can fast from here to Jerusalem. But at the end of the day, if your words and your actions on a daily basis, your habits, is opposite what you are praying or expecting to receive from God or universe, nothing is going to happen, because you are sabotaging those prayers. You are sabotaging, your faith. You have to be coherent. Your words and your actions has to match. Your prayer and your thinking and your words and your actions on a daily basis has to match. So you have to create a ritual. And what do I mean by that? Your ritual don't have to stop by just praying, sowing seeds, going to church, praying, and then expecting miracle, because God doesn't do magic. God does not have a magic wand with which, or magic stick with which to, make things happen. And you don't manipulate God into giving you. How many of you have succeeded in manipulating God? I don't know how many years you have been in church. So if you were able to manipulate God into giving you something that you don't honestly desire or deserve and worked for somehow, even if it is document. I've seen people who got their documents, and at the end of the day, they are like praising God for giving them the document. Yes, God gave you life because you wake up in the morning, but God did not give you the document because you just prayed or sold seed in the church. You got your document because you met the right person, you met the right lawyer. The circumstances that favored you, that was made it possible for you to receive that document. Listen, if you don't have all those things that the Lord demanded from you, and you don't have a good lawyer, and you don't have the money to pay the lawyer, I want to see how you will just go to church. You entered illegally in their country and you went to church and pray and fast. And then the following week, they will call you to come and take 5 years document. It's a big lie. That's a scam. And although we give glory to God, but I want you to know that you don't give glory to a God you don't know. God is not an entity, one kind spiritual being that we don't see that is living in the sky. God is in you. The Bible says, don't you know that ye are gods? You are the embodiment of God. You are the embodiment of the Spirit of God. You are small portions of God. God is having experience through you. God is having a test of life through you. And when you realize this, you become an empowered human being. You become empowered to make miracles. You become empowered to make your prayers become, answered, to become a reality. Because you have to put in the work. You have to take that uncomfortable action. You have to wake up in the morning and go to Questura. We call it Questura, the police station, and stay early in the morning to get your number, to get in the line before they close. You have to meet the lawyer. You have to go for the appointment on time. Get the right lawyer. Ask information. Get information that you needed. Ideas how to, and then you have to pay. Nothing comes for nothing, and nothing. You don't listen. You have to collaborate somehow with the universe to get your prayer answered. There are many people today whom God has answered their prayers in so many ways, not the way we expect. Those who cannot have children. Today they are having children, but they never carry the child in their womb. There are so many ways they were able to get themselves children. Okay? And we all know about that. I'm not here to say all those things here on, in this video. This is not what I'm here. But I'm trying to let you know that this year could be one kind of a wonderful year for you. But it all depends on your mindset and mental state. It depends on what you are throwing out in the universe. It depends on how you think. It depends on how you verbalize. Are you indirectly sabotaging yourself? Are you indirectly sabotaging your prayers by negative self-talk? Condemning yourself. When you look yourself in the mirror, you don't like what you see. You don't like your image. You don't like you, and you do nothing to change the things, that aspects of your life or your body or your shape that you don't like. It all starts with how you think, your mental set, your mentality. How do you say things? How do you think? And how do you speak to yourself? How do you speak into your circumstances? Are you speaking positively or negatively? You can go to on Sunday, go to church and hear the best sermon from your pastor. Those articulated words, well preached, well articulated. You are being boosted. You feel you can move mountains. But when you leave the church after 2 hours, you slump back to that your state of you slump back to that your state of being incapacitated. You feel you don't have the power. The power is in you because you are the embodiment of God. But only you has to discover this. Only you has to discover this. No matter the amount of prayers you receive, no matter the amount of preaching you had, no matter the amount of motivational or inspirational videos you watch on a daily basis, they are not going to be enough if you refuse to do the work. If you refuse to take those actions that you are postponing. Tomorrow, I'll do them tomorrow. I'll do them next week. We call them the uncomfortable action. Tony Robbins called it uncomfortable action. So when you are able to take those uncomfortable actions, that's when you are going to start to see results. Until you are going to make yourself uncomfortable today, so that you become comfortable tomorrow, you are not going to see any results. So this is why I want to drop this for somebody who needs to hear this today. This year could be one of your best years, but you must take those uncomfortable actions. You must be willing to sacrifice your comfort zone. You must be willing to work on the days that you feel like you don't want to do anything. You must be willing to wake up on the days you want to sleep 2 hours more. You want to stay more in bed. Get up. Get up. And even if you have failed so many times in the past, don't worry. No successful person out there that has never failed. They have failed thousands and thousands of times, but yet each time they fail, they still get up. Les Brown said, when you fail, try looking up. If you can look up, you can get up. It's not important that you fail. What is important that you are able to get back on your feet. Dust yourself and go back and keep fighting. The kingdom of God is not for lazy people. If anybody tell you that, don't worry, don't do anything with your life. When you die, you go to heaven. Good luck. But I don't want to be in that heaven with you. I don't want to come to that kind of heaven. It is not for me. Heaven is a reality that is accessible to those that believe right here, right now. Not tomorrow, not when you die. While you are still alive, you can access heaven. And you will be living in heaven, experiencing heaven reality right now. Living your best life. It is possible. But it all depends on you. You can and you will and you are wired to do exploits. But you have to know you are God. Man, know thyself. Man, know thy God. As within, so without. As above, so beneath. And as beneath, so above. I don't know if I'm making sense. Sometimes Jesus speaks in parables. Not all knowledge should be let loose to certain people. So I am speaking in parables at the end of this video. I want to summarize. I want to close this video like this because I want to motivate you and challenge you to start thinking, because I know that the real change, the real transformation will occur when you start to think. Because once you start to think, you start to question a lot of things. And once you start to question a lot of things, the cage will start to break pieces. The mask will start to crack. And you will start to see light. You will start to see light. And once you start to see light, and when you start to follow that light, that is when you will be led out. Only the truth can set free. And sometimes people don't value that truth when you hand it over to them on the platter of God. You know, you need to make them think somehow. You need to make them put in some work to take action. They have to collaborate for their own success. They have to collaborate for their own, salvation. Don't sit back in your comfort zone and expect everything to be offered to you. I've been in the Lord. I've been a Christian for decades, and I know that it does not happen that way. And when I realized that bitter truth, that when I go to church and be a good Christian, life will be marvelous and wonderful. In fact, anything I want, God will send it to me. When I realized that that was nothing but a scam, a bitter truth, my life changed. My life changed for the best. It changed in a positive way, because I realized that there is God. That is true. I can testify that God exists, that the universe exists, that there are guiding angels, there are spirit guides that guides us on a daily basis. But most of you don't know that they exist because you haven't activated such knowledge within you. You are still expecting your pastors, your apostles, your evangelists, expecting to bribe into heaven. You don't bribe yourself into kingdom. You don't bribe yourself into salvation. You have to put in the work. You have to take the uncomfortable action. You have to make yourself uncomfortable for you to enjoy that salvation you seek, for you to enjoy that heavenly reality. It is possible. It is possible. And you can make this year one of the best. You can enjoy every blessed day, not even waiting to get to December 2023. Every day could be one of the best days of your life. And if you can make every day one of the best, and then you transform it to days, it becomes weeks. Every week will be one of the best week. And then from weeks, it gets to months. From 1 month to 2 months to 3 months. And before you know it, you are no longer enjoying the best months, but you are now start to enjoy the best years. That is how it works. I hope you understand what I'm saying. I hope you have picked something from this video. You have to put in the work. You must do your part. It does not happen just like that. The kingdom of heaven is not for the lazy people. It has to be taken by force, and you don't go into a house of someone that is armed and you just break in. And no, you first of all have to tie the strong man. When you tie the strong man, then you can be able to now enter. And the same is heaven. You don't just wake up in the morning and you don't want to do anything, you're lazy around, and at the end of the day you want to enter heaven. Oh my God, I don't know who brought that such teachings to most we Africans. That's ruin most of people that I have seen. Wasted lives, wasted talents, wasted potentials. May that not be your portion. Okay? And may God bless you as you have watched this video. Thank you for watching. And please, before leaving, if you have not subscribed and you love what I do, why not subscribe and become part of this, soul tribe. Become part of our community where we challenge each other. The Bible says, iron sharpeneth iron. Here you are being challenged. Here you are being given the tools. Not only challenged, but I give you the tools that will help you to transform your life if you put in practice what you have just listened, what you have just learned. Here on this platform, we don't entertain people. Here We give you the tools to work on yourself. You don't accept excuses here. You put in the work and you see results. The excuses and results, positive results, don't live on the same block. So it's either you get excuses or you get results. It depends on what you want. Ask yourself in this 2023, what do I want? What kind of woman do I want to become? What kind of man do I want to become? So it depends on what you want. What do you want? Thank you for watching. I love you. God loves you. How about you? Stay blessed. Bye.